I didn't eat beans and lay down and had a gassy vision. I had a real vision from God. When Williams and I was in our early teens, and my wife was in her early teens, and Brother Mike Ravenel, I was 14, 15, and 16, telling them about today.
That's right.
I wasn't Pastor Jennings.
That's right.
I was just Nick or Gino. But the Lord showed me this.
Amen.
The Lord showed me this in a vision.
That's right.
Never told me when. But the vision was the only thing as a young man that kept me from backsliding. Because one thing about falsehood, when God starts opening your eyes and you want to get out of there and then don't know where to go,
Right.
that's the thing that kept me. I remember I told my father about it. He said, son, if that's what the Lord showed you, I'll wait and see. Told Brother Mike Ravenel, he said, well, I'll be glad when it starts because I'm tired of being here. When everybody left the false church, it was down to 3 people. Me, Williams, and my wife. We wasn't married then. She was still Sister Gaiman. She was an usher, and there wasn't nobody to usher.
Amen.
And when me, Williams, and her would be there, once in a while, some of them that got tired of the foolishness left, they would drift in and see how we doing. Otherwise than that, it was just us 3, and you would think the place was packed.
That's right.
We preached by God's permission, and what God opened our understanding to, we wouldn't move. The false prophet told me, God ain't showed you nothing. I told him about what the Lord showed me. And the international broadcast. And a large headquarters church. I mean, I'm telling him this. Churches around the world, traveling around the world. Souls by the thousands. He said, God have not showed you or told you anything. I didn't disrespect him. I just sat quiet. He said, if I don't raise my hands over you and bless you, it ain't nothing going to happen. He said, only a fool will follow you. Well, thank God for the thousands of fools. He said, if God told you so much, where did God tell you this work gonna start? Where you gonna go if you leave here? I said, I don't know. He said, you see there? God never told somebody to go somewhere and don't know where they're going. I said, he told Abraham.
By faith, Abraham.
Bible says.
In Hebrews chapter 11 and at verse 8.
Hebrews 11 and 8 says.
By faith, Abraham.
By faith, Abraham.
When he was called to go out into a place.
Called to go out to a place.
Which he should after receive for an inheritance obey.
And
he went out.
He went out.
Not knowing whither he went.
I told you.
That's right.
Didn't have a clue where we would get started at. I had no clue. Told my mother and father about this. My father said, you can start right here in the basement. We had no chairs. Cleaned out the basement, and there was an old mother, Mother Armstrong. Gave us some chairs, cleaned them up, set them up in the basement. And I think my brother Rick he drew a church sign, red and black magic marker.
That's right.
Set it on the wall and back of the makeshift pulpit. For a podium, my mother let me use one of the dressers of the house with the drawers full of clothes. She got an old tablecloth off the coffee table covered it up. Our first keyboard, remember the Casio keyboard about that big? We had a little Casio keyboard. And Sister Sabrina Hunter was my first keyboard player. And she still plays. That little keyboard, her fingers was moving. And we were faithful. We started out with about 12 to 15 people. The basement was our headquarters, and we started working in 13 other areas of the country. 3 people here, 5 people there, 2 people there, 4 people there, 7 people there. We had 3 members in Detroit. No, 4 members in Detroit. And I started catching the plane every month, once a month. Then we had members in Illinois. I was catching the plane every month. One of Detroit, they were their brothers and sisters, they died. Now we're back in Detroit, we're through Detroit, then